How's it going, everybody? Abrasa here. Now I know this will be old news by the time this video goes up, but I still wanted to give my 2 cents on the recent posts EA put up regarding Battlefront 2. Now for those of you who didn't read the post, it basically boils down to them explaining how they are completely redesigning the progression system to a more standard progression, where the more you play as a certain class, the more perks you unlock for that specific class, whereas before it was sort of randomized as to what you will be rewarded via loot crate. So we just get points, open up a loot crate, and then whatever perks you get, that's what you get. So you might get lucky, you might not. So that's pretty much how it was before. They also mentioned that they will be bringing back microtransaction, but only as a form of cosmetics and emotes. To me personally, microtransactions coming back doesn't really bother me, again because it's just strictly cosmetic, so it won't be affecting gameplay whatsoever. Even with these positive changes they mentioned, I still can't stop thinking about how they keep coming up short in terms of the DLC. I mean, it's been around the time since The Last Jedi, since there's been like a big content drop or whatever DLC that they released, because it was just what, 2 maps, 2 new heroes, and there was like a special event going on at the time to like celebrate the release of The Last Jedi, and that was around what, November, December. So it's been a couple months, and I feel that what they're doing is waiting to release their content in massive chunks. And while this strategy works with paid DLC, I feel this approach doesn't work with if you're doing free DLC. And a perfect example of how to do things better would be Overwatch. I mean, every couple months they drop a new map or a new hero, and usually in between that time frame they have some sort of event happening, so they usually get players coming back, or they retain their player base because they're constantly adding new stuff to it and changing it up to keep the game fresh. And now imagine EA adopted this for Battlefront 2. How many more players would they have right now? You know what I mean? How many more new players would they be getting? It'll be a completely different story with how Battlefront 2 would be right now if they kind of went the way Overwatch is. Especially now since they're bringing back microtransactions. You know, it could help with the loot crates, because you can do special events, and you can add like certain exclusive emotes, cosmetics where you can only unlock during the event, kind of similar to Overwatch. Again, just kind of, this is just adding more stuff, since everything's supposed to be free DLC. You know, you want to keep adding stuff just to keep the game fresh, and so you won't lose a lot of your player base, which I feel Battlefront 2 has kind of pretty much lost majority of its player base. Yes, there's still people playing it, but it's just being a Star Wars fan, it kind of sucks seeing a property as big as Star Wars. You would think a game about Star Wars, like something like Battlefront, would be huge, and then when you see it, it's just not a lot of people are talking about it, not a lot of people are really playing it, so it just sucks, you know. But I feel if they make these changes, maybe, you know, through word of mouth of people who are still playing it, you know, they can be saying, hey, you should come back and play Battlefront 2. You know, they've added all this stuff, and they keep adding stuff every couple months, you know, so it keeps the game fresh and stuff like that, you know. It's just, again, I feel they're really going about the wrong way with this whole DLC stuff. Just, again, try to do Overwatch. Every couple months release something new, do events, just keep players, you know, wanting more, and that's the main thing. Because when it's all said and done, I really believe that, you know, behind all the controversy that Battlefront 2 had and the crappy progression system that it has currently, it's a good game. Like, shooting mechanics, the gameplay itself is pretty fun. It's just all this stuff that I don't know what DICE or EA what they were thinking in terms of some of these decisions they were making. But you can see they're really trying to, you know, reverse some of the stuff they did and try to make it better. Because again, the game is good, the gameplay is good. It's just all the other stuff piled on top of it that kind of shows people away that they don't want to even go near the game. But anyways, I just want to get my 2 cents on that, you know, that they're going about the wrong way with the DLC, and hopefully, you know, they start releasing DLC more often, because again, it's been a while. So anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me, disagree? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Or what do you guys think? Maybe you have some other ideas. Put those down on the comment section down below. I would love to read them. And if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, as well as maybe even subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, please be sure to hit the bell icon as well. That way you will be up to date with all the videos. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.